Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday once again. We got this thing right here. Check this out. We got this window. Gotta resize this window. Do not forget. Sometimes we forget to resize the window. Not today, everyone. It's totally fine today. Get this over there. And have this one. Hold on. This window seems smaller than usual. Is that true? Why does this look like this? Alright, I had to restart SteamVR to apply some kind of update. I don't really know what the update was, but it's always doing that. You know software, it's always out there updating. Okay, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Stanley, Hamflow, Ascapade. Thank you Ascapade for the 28 months, thank you CL for the 7 months. You said, I think a very cool and base person broke into your house. They are currently in your bathroom above your sink. Above my sink? That's just where the faucet is. Welcome Saw, welcome Hamp. Welcome myself. Welcome Liquid Cake. And Denchi. That's everyone. That's right, it's May the 1st. It is in fact the first day of May. Depending on your time zone, it might even be the second day of May. Isn't that strange? It's calling you cool and based as a mirror is usually above the sink. I see. I understand. I was like, what's above the sink? The ceiling? Because like I was thinking like if this is the sink, the mirror is like over here. I guess like technically it is above, but it is also to the side. I was like, okay, what's above the sink? Well, it's got the ceiling. Usually. It's usually, exactly. Sometimes it's below the sink. Are there mirrors below the sink? There absolutely are. Not that I've seen them. Welcome Bone Miser, Nutritious as well. Mirrors, they're everywhere. Sometimes they're not even around the sink. Some sinks don't even have mirrors near them. How can mirrors be real if the bear isn't even real? How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? That's what I'm thinking. This is the question everyone is asking. How can anything be real? How can mirrors be real if VTubers aren't even real? How could, this lake not even be real? Okay, Jaden. Jaden Smith? Was he the guy that said, how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Is that one of his famous phrases? I feel like I haven't heard anything from that guy recently. Is he still existing? Or like Will Smith in general, his family? What's going on with the Will Smith household? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're back here. It's fishing time. If you remember from last week, my right controller ran out of batteries. But like now it's working fine. This is why the fishing pole was on the left side today. Because last week I had to use this hand to fish. And then now that it's back. He's hiding in shared cringe after the slap. Didn't he punch someone? Yeah, he slapped that guy. Did he ever get punished for that? Like, what happened to that? I think the guy did not file charges or something. I don't know. That was a while ago. Was that pre-pandemic? I don't even remember. How long ago was the Will Smith slap? He got angry at... Hold on. Because it doesn't feel like that long ago. But like, when I think about it, it's like when they were like having like award shows And it was like a while ago. When was the Will Smith slap? Oh, 2022. Wait, that wasn't that long ago. 2 years? It feels like much longer than that, doesn't it? This feels like it was like, I don't know, pre-pandemic even. Maybe not. It has its own wiki page. It was a controversy. Iconic photo, though. One of the moments of all time. No legal trouble. He got roasted by pretty much everyone in existence, which is probably worse. Did he get roasted? I thought the person who made the joke got roasted. He was defending, like, his wife's honor or something. I don't know. Anyway, that was a thing that happened back in the day. You remember back in the day, 2 years ago? Those were some times. Times have changed. Welcome, Brooke, as well. Times are different now. You couldn't do that nowadays. Everything is different. We live in a different time, in a literal sense. The economy is different. You ever go to Japan and the yen is weak? It's messed up. But that's the state of our world today. Anyway, what's going on? What did I do yesterday? I went to the office, and I don't think anything interesting happened. Do I have anything interesting to say about going to the office yesterday? No, I don't. I had a chicken parm sandwich. That was cool. I had a chocolate chip muffin. I had yogurt again. Here's all the food I ate at the office. I ate those things I mentioned. There was like a breakfast burrito. I had that. They had potato wedges. You can use this information to determine where I live. And by where I live, I mean my office. I don't live in the office, by the way. What if I did? What if I lived in the office? The US, it's gotta be the US office. I don't even watch the UK office. Welcome, Shima Panic. Breakfast burrito this morning, it was needed. Yeah, you have like egg. Sometimes there's potatoes in there. Why is that such a it's like a common breakfast thing? When you think of like common breakfast foods, egg is usually egg. There was no bacon in it though. I think that would have been nice if they had bacon. But yeah. Then I was in the office, I was talking to coworkers, etc. Everything can be in the form of a burrito. Yeah, even us as humans. You know, when people wrap themselves up in blankets, people call that burritos. It's true. I might be good friends with Kevin on The Office. I know of Kevin. That's the guy that made the chili, right? He made the chili and then he spilled the chili everywhere and then he tried to like scoop it back up. Yeah. That's what I know about him. He's sad. It was a depressing moment, but memorable. Everyone remembers that moment. When he spilled his chili, I've received a notification on my phone. I don't know what it is. I can't really look at it because I'm in VR right now and my Face ID doesn't work when I'm wearing something on my face. So I guess I'll never know. Whoever's pinging me, I have no idea. Anyway, what else did I do yesterday? Nothing really. I was in the office, I already talked about that. On the way home, my my subway transfer lined up perfectly. So like the first, I have to do 2 train transfers to get home and to the office. And The first one, I waited for a while, but then as soon as that train arrived in the station, and I got out of the train, the other train was right there when I got down to where it was supposed to be. And then I took that train, and then I got to the next stop where I needed to transfer, and then the train arrived in like 10 seconds. Maybe even at the same time. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. You know, when all the trains line up perfectly, you get home so much earlier. I think that's cool. It's like when the universe conspires to make things work. That's good content. I just received an alert on my computer for something. Weather info updates and so much more. Keep up with breaking news. No thanks. No thanks. Doesn't that also dox your location? I've heard some people talk about some of the widgets that they have on the search bar. It shows you like the weather, but then it also tells you like, hey, this is the weather for this area. Just a classic moment. Gotta be careful as streamers. I mean, everyone already knows where I live, based on when I go on Google, and I search for things, and then it just shows you my zip code. Classic Google moment. Anyway, what else happened? The trains lined up. That was pretty cool. I did not see any rats. I went to the supermarket. I got home, and then I did some programming. I was figuring out a C library, which I thought was a C library, but actually it was a C++ library. And so everything was weird. I learned some things yesterday. Things that I never thought I would need to know. Things about compatibility with C++ libraries. I feel like it might be too technical to talk about on stream. No one even cares. They're like, Wolfie, what is programming? What even is C++? Calling conventions, yeah, ABI, applications, C-decl. I learned about, what is it called? Symbol mangling the other day. How different compilers mangle C++ function names. And so like if you get a header file and you think it's a C compatible library, it's not, because the names may be mangled in the actual library file. So I learned about that. And then every compiler has its own mangling scheme. So if you have a pre-built library for for something, you better make sure that you get the same symbols. So that library I was using, this is too specific. No one understands. Maybe like one person understands what I'm talking about here. How do I feel about Java name mangling? Does it do that? I know Scala does name mangling. I don't know. Never really had to interact with that too much. But anyway, I learned that, what did I learn? I don't know. I learned about name mangling. I learned about how, C++ structs have different behaviors with alignment and all this. I don't know. It was weird. Java compile names take L. Oh yeah. I've seen that. I don't know why that is. It's like you ever print a string or like an array, and it's like L something, L array and then something else. I don't know. Just one of those things that happens. I don't know. But yeah, I learned some things. I was able to kind of get it to kind of work. Somewhat. I got it to compile. And I called the functions, and then it's returning results, and I'm like, yo, that's cool. But I can't tell if the results are good. I might just be getting garbage values back or whatever. Who knows? It's truly mysterious when you interact with C libraries that are actually C++ libraries. Call the function, what do you call it? I called it on the phone. And it did not answer. I called everything. Anyway, this is about the lip sync library. Remember, Denchi, do you remember this? Many times ago, I was talking about having a thing that understands, like, phonemes so you can lip sync something. I was working on that. Well, I found out that the Oculus library for lip sync, it's actually the one that's used by VRChat as well. I think VBridger uses it as well. It uses, I thought it was only compatible with Unity and Unreal Engine, but it does have a library you can link to, and I was trying that out. Instead of using Pocket Sphinx or whatever I was using, yeah, the Oculus Lip Sync. It exists. VRChat uses it. I look for the name of the library, and VBridger uses it as well. And I was like, whoa, what the? Then it's gotta be good, right? If VRChat trusts it, and other ones trust it. I would assume that Live also uses it. This thing that I'm using right now. This probably also uses it. It doesn't work on M1 Max? Oh. I didn't know that. Well, I don't have an M1 Mac, so... that's fine. Is that the thing? Is that why people don't use it on Mac? I see. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, I was writing bindings in Rust to the C library, the C++ library. And I can't tell if it works. But I guess even if I got it to work, if I eventually upgrade it to an M1 Mac, it probably just won't work then? I don't know. Is that true though? Doesn't Mac have like a thing that can convert things to be compatible? There's a thing called Rosetta. It will crash? What? No. Why would it do that? I also learned about how it has a static and dynamic library, which was kind of weird to me. It provides two things. Did you all know about this? Static libraries are like .a files on Linux and Mac. And then dynamic libraries. In Windows they're DLLs, but then on Mac they're dylib, etc. On Linux they're .so. And I was like, why does this thing provide both dynamic and static, but they're different sizes? It's weird because you have to use the static library, and that static library makes a call to the dynamic library, so you need both. I don't know why. Also, welcome, Good Cat. I don't remember the exact cause, but even with Rosetta, there's some weird missing instruction. Oh man. You have all this insider knowledge that I didn't even know about. Unity 3D, M1 macOS editor crashes. The editor crashes. Wow. Not even just the program, the entire editor. That's messed up, man. How would they do that? Okay, what is this? Third-party issue. Found in many versions. Editor crashes. Reproduction steps. Resolution note. This package is a problem. Where do I get the attached project? No responses. No one cares about this issue. Oculus never fixed it. I mean, the last time it was updated was like 2 years ago, I think. It's pretty odd. Maybe they couldn't be bothered to make all the gubbins link properly, so they just stick it in an SO. I was confused because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do static linking. I'm gonna link to the library statically, and then like I didn't have the dynamic library path set up, and then I was like, wait, I'm linking this library statically. Why is it failing at runtime? And then I realized I needed both of them. I don't know why that is. Anyway, that's something. OVR Lip Sync Bundle uses AVX instructions that are not supported in Rosetta 2. It's not Unity, it's the Oculus plugin. And they never fixed it. Man, that's it convenient. Well, I don't know then. I guess we'll never know. But I guess it was cool. I did learn some things about integrating code. Integrating with pre-built libraries. I thought a coding degree was easy. It's not that hard. You don't need to know this stuff for a coding degree. It's all about, like, abstract things. Just have to know about design. Algorithms. Welcome, Ramu. Oh, that's disappointing, though. That even if I do somehow get this to work, that, if I ever upgrade my computer, it just won't work. Welcome, Michael. What about non-abstract things? Concrete things? Physical things that exist in the real world? Such as the consequences of our own actions. I know how to talk, do a duck. Will that help with programming? Yeah, programming has a concept called duck typing. It also has a thing called rubber duck debugging. So I feel like your ability to interact with ducks does actually help. Rubber duck debugging is when you talk to a rubber duck. And it will help you debug your problems. I'm not even making this up. This is real. I know you're just naming something. I don't know if you were aware of rubber duck debugging and you're referencing it, or you just happen to say it. But that is a thing that programmers do. Yeah, duck has a Wikipedia. It does. It's real. One of the first places I worked, people had physical rubber ducks just by their desk. They would talk to them. Sometimes people on Slack, when they're debugging an issue, they'll just post a duck emote, and then like a rubber duck emote, and then they'll just say what they're thinking. Those are some things that happen. You know of it. I knew it. It does help with programming. Not that I've done it though, but you could. Do they also sometimes post the funny monkey emote? Which one is that? There's several monkey emotes that I can think of. There's one that's doing a dance. There's one that is the dancing monkey. Is it the dancing monkey that like turns around and like raises its hands like this? I know about that one. There's also one that's like the stylish IKEA monkey that's illegal or whatever. You all remember that one? Illegal stylish monkey from IKEA. I think it was IKEA, I don't know. The funny monkey. Here, it looks like this one, right? Is this the one? Whoops. There's one that's similar to it. Where is it? I have too many emotes, everyone. First world problem. Too many emotes to scroll through. Where is it? Where the heck is it? Here it is. Are you thinking of this one? Except instead of this, it's a monkey? Because that's the one I was thinking of. Anyway. No, it's not that one? Okay, it's a different one. Welcome, Deffins. This one. Neuroendo EX. I have not. Oh, I have seen this one. I don't use Microsoft Teams, so I have not really seen this one outside of like this tweet, maybe. That is a strange emote. But no, they don't have that at work. Also, thank you, Zoli, for the raid. Welcome, Zoli. Welcome, Tag Barrel. Yeah, everyone post all of your waving emotes right now. You have to welcome the raiders with all of your waving emotes. Imagine not waving at the raiders. It's cringe. How goes being an international worker on this fine day? Is today International Workers' Day? Is that today's holiday? That's a lot of emotes. That's a lot of waving. Hold on, let me try to name all of these. That's Yuzuki, that's Essie, that's Ellis. I don't know the next two. I don't know this one. Okay, that's me. I don't know those. That's Choco Jacks. I don't know who that one is. Is that Berry? That is Berry. I don't know. Is this one? Oh, it's Henya. I don't know this one. I don't know that one. I don't know most of these. Oh, that's Savinka. Okay, this is Clavio. That's another Clavio. That's me. Chocojack's me. That's Shadow. That's Ray. That's Soyapoya. Oh, me and Soyapoya. What do you think Soyapoya's up to? It's Clavio. Another Clavio. Another Soyapoya. Is that Inislane? It is. Is that Nina Nin? It is. It's Fangu. I don't recognize the next three. This is the hype emote. I don't know that one. I don't know this one. That's Vivi. Yeah, that's Vivi. That's Giop, right? Giop waving. I knew it. This is, it's me. This is, Digital Basic. I don't know the other ones. Purity. Soyapoya. I've heard she's doing good. Are you still in contact with the Soya? The Soya of the Poya variety. You know, I was just thinking, if you pronounce Alice Sawyer with an accent, it's kind of like Soya, right? Sawyer, Poyer, except it's Alice Sawyer. It's literally the same thing. Not really? Okay, well, good that she's doing well. Soya, yeah, Alice Soya. It's like she's still here. Welcome, Choco, as well. Okay, who are these emotes? Welcome, Tape Von Graved. This is Comrade Dell, right? I've seen this person in my recommendeds before. How did I know? That's Savinka. This is, I don't recognize the next... I don't recognize any of these. Who are these other ones? Elide, Fufu, Chuniko, Kira PR. I don't know them. The Barking Dog. Welcome, Props on Jack. That's me. I don't know this one. Dumb Fox Rave. It's Hexa Digital. I don't know. This is Zenya Hema, right? It is. Who's that one? Echo TM. Who's this one? I don't know this one. I don't know that one. This is Avi. I know Avi. I don't know all of these other ones, though. I know Elko and Q. I recognize many. Exactly. Let's see, I don't know, half of these keep leaving Twitch open and getting gifted subs to people I've never heard of. Well, here's my gifted subs. We're gonna do another one of these things where we look at subscription emotes. It's me. I have a gifted sub to Michael A.L. Fox. You may recognize this emote, actually. If you play Balatro, you may recognize... this. This is the Ancient Joker. The Ancient Joker originated from Michael A.L. Fox. Well, okay, from Northern Lions group of people, but Michael A.L. Fox drew this, and that is the Ancient Joker in Balatro. High emotes are harder to use than wave emotes. Yeah, because it's harder to get the autocomplete, right? Because HI exists in so many emote names. Okay, of gifted subs that I also have Yuzuki gift sub. I have a KK Cyber gift sub. I have Razul gifted sub. I have Avi as well. A Yuffie. And that's it. That's all my gifted sub. All the other ones are ones that I've paid for. Alicing dance. I don't know why I said Alicing. Alice's dance. 18 dance. She's dancing 18 times. Is that an Uwo slab? It is. One of my current gift subs says hi as part of their prefix. Yeah, it happens. It's like when I have a Nanodan gifted emote, he has Nod in his name, like Nanodan. Like Nanode, there's an NOD. But when I want to type Nod, then all of his emotes show up. And I'm like, man, I just wanted to post a nodding emote. Here's all of the ones I have. There it is. Razul numbered emotes. Isn't Razul 3 like a special emote that you have to pay bits for or something? Or like it's like a tier 2 or tier 3 emote or something. Nod. It's many nodding emotes. Is that a Limes emote? It is. I know emotes. It's a lot of emotes. The jitter nods. The gator teas. Yeah, they're perfectly in sync. The Alice one is not though. Hyper nod. Smug nod. There's many emotes out there. So many emotes, you don't even know what to do. It's too many. But there should still be more. People should be allowed to have even more emotes. That's what I think. Cool, what was that? Oh, that's my hand. I was like, there's like a bird. There's like a shadow. I was looking down there. I was like, what is that? There's like a shadow. It was my hand. Obsessed with Ellis's emotes. I don't watch her a lot, but low-key considering to get them. Yeah, she has some of the best emotes on Twitch, like of all time. You will always see me using those emotes. Guacamole. Always using that Ellis Ball emote. People do be talking about ball sometimes. Every time anyone says ball, I just post this. It's a good emote. In fact, she has so many good emotes that she can't even fit all of them on Twitch. She has some emotes on Discord that like I like using, but like they don't exist on here. I think. I don't know. Ball. Ball. Exactly. Anyway. What's going on? What's happening out there? Better Twitch TV is not even real. I don't really know how to use emotes. Do people pop up the box to use them each time or just remember? Seems like people are way too fast. You can just type colon and then it'll bring up a thing. You're just like, okay, what nodding emotes do I have? You just type colon, nod, and then you're like, okay, here they are. Then you press tab. And it just goes. Can you add Rat Jam? Can you make a Rat Jam emote? No. I cannot. You can just post Rat Jam, and it's just there. It's just how it works. A comfy emote? It's not real enough. It's not even real. It is if you imagine. Yeah, I like posting the Human Jam, ChocoJ Human Jam. Because like in Northern Lions chat, people like using Rat Jam. And then when people are posting Rat Jam, I post Human Jam. And it looks the same, except it's not. It's a human instead of a rat. The colon didn't work on Twitch because you have to type extra stuff. It's barely functional on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube it's weird. Sometimes like on YouTube, if you like autocomplete an emote, it doesn't like, you know how like when you do it on Twitch, if you type like rat and then you press like tab, it shows the rat there, so then you're confident that when you're sending it, it's just gonna send it. But on YouTube, when you type something and you use colon, it just shows up in like your chat as like this, right? And then like even though it is a valid emote, you're like, if I send this, I don't know if it's gonna show up as an emote. And then like sometimes I do it and it doesn't show up. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. YouTube streaming does have problems. We've talked about this many times. Denchi hates YouTube for streaming, so true. Imagine being YouTube. Generally converts when you close the colon and press space. Sometimes though. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I don't really understand. I just make up emotes. Yeah. You could do that. Sometimes I've talked about this. Like, I don't know what better Twitch TV emotes people have in the chat. Because I don't have the plugin. So sometimes I'll just type the word smile, assuming that they have the better Twitch TV emote. I'll just be like, I'll just type this. And then I can only tell, based on their on-screen chat, if it gets converted to an actual emote. And then when it doesn't, I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm just typing. I guess I just type smile in the chat. Exactly. So they'll see it. They'll just see the word smile. I don't even understand. Yeah, wires. 7TV smile. Is there a default 7TV smile? An Amelia Watson smile. Classic. Classic emotes. Yeah, they definitely understood. Everyone understands. You know, people should do this in real life. I feel like if you're just having a regular conversation, just start saying better Twitch TV emote names, and they'll understand. They'll be like, you know, how was your day? And then you could be like, I loved going to the park yesterday, smile. And then they'll be like, what? You're like, yeah, smile. Smile has permeated to your in real life vernacular. Denji does this. Everyone does this. I mean, people say poggers, and that's like a better Twitch TV emote, right? So just apply it to other emotes. You know, if there's a dance that you like, if like a cool song comes on in the radio, I guess people don't listen to the radio, but if you hear a cool song, you could just say Rat Jam. Everyone will understand. Sour please or whatever. I try to post Twitch emotes on Slack and get sad when they don't work, but you can upload them. That's the thing, on Slack, if they're not there, you can just do it. You could just upload them. You could upload. There's definitely a Rat Jam, probably, on the work Slack. There's definitely a cat jam. You know, normies, I feel like normies tend to use cat jam more than rat jam. Is that true? In all the places that I go to, though, everyone uses rat jam. Can't upload anything on Teams. I thought only mods could do that. Maybe it depends on your company. All the places I've worked at, anyone could just upload their own emotes on Slack. But, maybe your company is more restrictive. Maybe they don't trust you. They're like, we can't trust our employees to upload emotes. They could upload bad things on here. Who knows? Teams. Yeah, but on Teams you got the dancing monkey. Could post that. What's the best Teams emote besides the dancing monkey? What the frick? You see that? I guess everything I can IRC bridge, so emotes mostly don't work. Try to imagine. Access everything. That's certainly a way to live your life. Oh, look at this. Everyone being able to upload would surely explain some of the emotes people have uploaded. Yeah, like what? What's an example? That dancing... Hey, what the frick? I caught 2 fish. That's what that sound was. I was like, what's happening down there? I caught 2 fish at the same time. They're clipping into each other. Oops. Was that 3 fish? Hold on, wait a second. Was that 3 fish? Did I just get 2 fish of the same type and then like 1 of this? What happened? Wait, what? Do you see that? Did the other fish just clip out of the boat? Strange. I don't know. Anyway, they get to go back in there. I think there was another fish here that was gone. It's like 1 in a billion. See, Denchi says, I like the Ogay emote on Teams. Is that a real emote? Did I welcome Admiral Kobayashi? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did, but I can't confirm. There's an emote of some person I have no idea of who is an employee, maybe, with a pirate hat. I see. Yeah, there's a bunch of obscure emotes. I remember seeing like a Twitter thread that was like, I love those tenor GIF emotes that are just like obviously someone's inside joke with their friends. And then it's like some meme of a thing that's like Paul when he shows up to the party, and then it's just like, I don't know, some reaction image, and you're like, this is so specific. Or it's like Bob when Joseph asks him to go to the store or whatever. There's just some very specific memes on that website. Also hate how Teams emote autocomplete is parentheses. That's weird. Use in parentheses. But what if you're like typing something and it like you actually have a parentheses and it happens and then it just becomes an emote? Because I feel like everywhere else it's a colon, right? Twitch, it's a colon. Discord, it's a colon. YouTube, everywhere. That's why you hate it. Exactly. It can happen on Slack as well, although it's less common. Writing function names and parameters. So you know how like AWS has its resources like with colon syntax? Like if you're on AWS, you might have a resource called like AWS colon like I don't know, IAM colon like I don't know Kubernetes colon something, right? Sometimes if you have like a Slack emote, one that's like colon AWS, if you try to like copy paste an AWS one of these resources, sometimes the emote gets replaced in the middle and then it like messes everything up. That's how you can mess with someone. Just make an AWS emote, and when someone tries to paste that resource, it just shows up with the logo. GitLab uses colon for emotes, gets really angry when you type a colon and press enter. Like when you're about to make a bulleted list. Yeah. Yeah, GitHub also uses colons, right? The annoying thing though is that I think Twitter doesn't. It's like sometimes when I want to post an emote on Twitter, I try to like type colon and then imagine that I would autocomplete something, and then it doesn't work. And then I have to like click the emote menu. It's annoying. Also, you know what's annoying? This is like tangentially related. But like, you know how like when you send a URL to someone and like maybe you include it as like a in the parentheses or something. Like let's say you're like, oh, what about something? And then you type parentheses and then you send the link. And then you want to close the parentheses, right? Because you know, that makes sense. But then if you send this message, sometimes the parentheses is included as part of the URL. So when someone clicks it, it'll be like, you know, it'll bring you to Will Smith slapping incident, close parentheses. And then like, it's not a valid page. And then, you know, so now every time I post a link in parentheses, I always have to add a space after it. But then, like, that's not the case for all websites. I think sometimes some websites, they do remove the parentheses. They like, say the parentheses is not part of the URL. I don't know. Just some things to consider out here. Me when I send a Vim command. Yeah, one time I accidentally sent WQ to, to Slack. You also add spaces. Yeah, that's the strat. But sometimes I forget. It's kind of annoying. It's just how it is. This is just how things are when you want to live in this world. Send a lot of LS by accident. Have you ever typed your password in a chat box? One time someone at work, they used their password manager and then they copied their password, but then they pasted it into Slack or whatever. Once you've done, everyone here has done it. It's your password. Yeah, we don't see that password. It shows up as asterisks to everyone. RIP account. Exactly. I saw a tweet. It was sort of similar, but like, I saw a tweet today. There's like some AI startup company or something, and they were launching some product, and then like you could do like an AI ChatGPT sort of thing, and then it was like they were doing all of their ChatGPT things like directly to the ChatGPT API. So they were embedding their API key like in the front end, so like anyone could just take the API key and start making ChatGPT requests on their behalf. That was wild. Good idea. Start a password as https example.com so it gets censored. You could do that. That's such an unlikely scenario. I don't know. You could though. Anyway, that's something. What else is going on? What's happening out there in this world? It's a Wednesday. I have some good news though. I was supposed to be added to the on-call rotation at work in May. But then they were doing like some sort of restructuring of how they do on-call. And so I will not have to be on-call primary. I think like we have like a dedicated SRE team and they're on-call. And then we have like level 2 and level 3 on-call. So like our team's going to be on the level 3 on-call. So it's like if the primary on-call doesn't pick up or they need help, they'll escalate to level 2. And then if they also don't know what to do, then they will manually escalate to us. Which is cool because then it means I probably won't ever get pinged for anything. Well, maybe not anything, but for most things. So that's nice. It's good to know. Being level 3 on-call. Anyone here on-call at work? Doesn't it suck? I haven't had to do it in a long time. But I remember when I used to... yeah, if you do get pinged, it's for something serious. Exactly. And when does that ever happen? Am I right? I remember when I was streaming years ago, and I would be on the on-call rotation. Sometimes I would get an alert during my stream, and then I would have to go AFK to fix things. It was not cool times. That was bad. And then I would get alerted at like 3 AM or whatever. Years ago. Yeah, it's been years. Like 2 to 3 years ago. Has it been that long? It has. It's been so long. Me on a Discord call with friends while working. Choco J Woozy. Or woozing. Liquid Cake says we are on call 100% of the time, which means we try hard to make things never break. Are you like on the SRE team or something? What is the rotation? How many people are on that rotation? Years ago. Ham will be on call. What does that mean? On a Discord call. Michael's off call. How long between your on-call rotations? A month? 2 months? Let me hydrate though. It is 6 PM. Right. I've hydrated, but also it looks like my bitrate is red. For some reason. You seen this? Okay, it's back to green. But it was red for a while. It dropped 557 frames. Nope, it's red again. Whatever, it's probably fine. It's just audio. Or sorry, the audio is probably fine. Prod's not Jack says, ain't on call because I'm not that close to Prod. Prod is usually physical and manufacturing. I see. Imagine being on call for like a physical manufacturing issue. That must be annoying. You know, if you're on call for like a website, you could do it at home. But if it's like you have to physically go to your office, you have to interrupt what you're doing to go to a physical location. That sucks. Let's see. I am now. Used to just be a dev. We have the option to just say no when we get called, but most people try to help if they can. Well, that's convenient. You could just say no. You could just get pinged and be like, nah, someone else do it. That's cool. Although it probably will affect your performance review. They'll probably be like, why did you say no to this thing? And then you could be like, well, I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. Once had to be the guy to help a prod issue during an internship because other engineers out servicing industrial machinery elsewhere. That must be so stressful. Like being new to a system and just being like, I don't know what I'm doing. just show up, you're new on the team. Hey, now you're in charge of this very important system. It's hacked up. Zoe managed to water damage 2 keyboards in the last 24 hours. Why? How did you do this? Didn't get a bit stuttery? Oh, hopefully it's fine now. It's back to being green. Almost shocked yourself with 480 volts as a result. What? Isn't it that the I've heard that the voltage is not what kills people? It's the current, right? So like if you just touch something for a short amount of time, it's not as much damage as if you had less voltage but for a longer period of time. Something like that. I just take it as a learning experience. Only one person knew how to fix this and they couldn't help. We should make it so more people know about it. Or make it not go wrong or not be critical. That makes sense. Yeah, it's like if only one person knows the system, then that's like a problem, you know? Also, here's something I learned. I learned this when I was in school. Do you know that electricians, when they touch electrical things, they use like... Well, let me draw this. JS Paint app. When electricians, like let's say there's like something here, and they want to like test it with their hand for some reason. They imagine this is like their hand, right? How do I draw this? How do I draw this? So like, you know, you have your hand that's like this, right? Your finger. They touch the thing that could electrocute them with the back of their hand like this. And the reason why they do that is because if you do get electrocuted, your fingers have a tendency to like curl inwards. And so that like if you touch this, then your hand curls inward like this, right? Or your fingers. But if you were to do it the other way, right, then then your finger would curl in on the wire and you would not be able to let go. And it would just cause you to just make everything worse. So that's one thing you learn. True fact out there. There's probably an article or video about it. It's just one of those things you gotta think about. Electrician screwdrivers. I don't know what that is. But yeah, fun fact. Good times. Alright, I should be standing up. Also, my VR is acting weird. Things are like glitching. Sometimes I see flickering images. Am I hallucinating? Why is my hand... Hold on. I think my right controller ran out of batteries. Now it's back. Strange. You can try this on a low voltage electric fence. Exactly. Electrician screwdriver is more likely than you think. I see. I understood. Clever joke. Anyone out here make a fun joke recently? What was the funniest joke that you've said in recent memory? Also, wait, is this where the fish went? I remember when I caught 3 fish at the same time, and then one of them went missing. I think it's here. I think this is it. $3 fish. What about the worst joke? What is the least funny joke you think you've ever made? I do not know. Also, thank you, Essie, for the 5 months. Yeah, I caught 3 fish at the same time. If you ever feel cold, you can just go stand in the corner because it's 90 degrees. I get it. 90 degrees because it's like the angle. But also, degrees are used as temperatures. I get it. Caught. Yeah, caught emote. Better Twitch TV emote. I saw a picture of a budgie on Wikipedia tagged light green, I can't say that word. It's so funny to me, it's still on my mind. Yeah, when words mean multiple things, when words have multiple definitions, some of which are inappropriate in everyday conversation, depending on context. Electrician screwdrivers contain a very high resistance light bulb inside, with a metal contact which you can touch. If you are grounded and hold the bit on a live terminal, it lights up and you know to stop doing that. I did not know this. Maybe I should look it up. Hold on, let me catch this fish first. And then I'll learn. Then we learn things every day on here. You tune in, you're like, I wonder what we'll learn today. Today, we're gonna learn about electricians' screwdrivers. Soon. Once I catch this fish. Very soon. Within the next minute. Did I know it was rhubarb season? I don't really even know what rhubarb is, to be honest. It's a plant, right? Hold on. Electrician's screwdriver. This looks just like a regular one. It's an LED. Insulated. Up to 1,000 volts. I see. You know what this kind of looks like? It kind of looks like the Royal Guards, right? From from Buckingham Palace. Doesn't this look like the same thing? You look at this guy, and you look at these. It's literally the same guy. Rhubarb. You have the wrong name. Yeah, maybe you're thinking of something else. What is rhubarb? Oh, it's like this thing. Garden rhubarb. Rhubarb is the fleshy, edible stalks of species and hybrids of rheum in the family Polygonaceae, which are cooked and used for food. I see. The plant is an herbaceous perennial. That sounds like something you would hear from like one of those like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures things. Yo, that's an herbaceous perennial. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's like slang for something. Yo, that's herbaceous, dude. Amazon.co.uk. Ah, what the frick? Dude, I can't... I can't read this image because I'm not a human. MJT. Select your cookie preferences. Oh, what is this? Blue spot screwdriver? I have not seen these. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a robot. Welcome, Cole. Rhubarb is nice. I bought some yesterday. Wanted to try it with some dish rather than a cake. Rhubarb pie. Why do they have math here? You open up the rhubarb Wikipedia article and it's like, what is... However, modern rhubarb cultivars are tetraploids with 2n equals 44, in contrast to 2n equals 22 for the wild species. What? Triploid? Oh, this is some chromosome thing. I thought they had math in this article. First Wednesday of every month, we should check what fruit vegetable season it is on that given month. Is this rhubarb month? Rhubarb is a word for nonsense. It's also kind of poisonous. I've never had it. A bundle of rhubarb. Rhubarb pie. Like, I feel like I see rhubarb pie mentioned in like cartoons and stuff like that. Or like old-timey things, but I've never actually seen it. It's used in traditional Chinese medicine though. As a laxative. Although there is no clinical evidence to indicate that it's effective. Okay. Interesting. Dried strawberry flavored rhubarb. 1804 illustration of a rhubarb seller in London. Yo, look at this guy. Look at it's so enthusiastic. Rhubarb! With an exclamation mark. Look at the drip. Ding. It's rhubarb season, so is potato. You made a rhubarb pie on the stream? Yeah, was it good? Was it a good tasting pie? What if it was bad? What if it was like the worst thing you've ever tasted? I doubt it. He used too much dough, but it was good. It's good to hear. Always glad to hear when things taste good. If I could recommend things that taste good, I would. If you had the choice between eating something that tasted good and something that did not taste good, I guess it would depend. But I would recommend, in some cases, the thing that tastes good. Banana bread. You're telling me a banana bread this... I think is the kind of thing that you want to let fully cool down. A rhubarb pie. Crumble. Super glue. The super glue tastes good. Hey, what the? This has been here the whole time. This camera, this screen right here, it's been around forever. Wait, what? And now it's gone? It's weird. Crumble is what? I don't really know what a crumble is. Remember that store-bought pastry dough is much better than handmade? I will now step off my pastry dough soapbox. What makes it better? Is there something about like the consistency? Is it about the quality of ingredients at an affordable price? Looks similar. We use a lot of fruit as the underlayer and a thick layer of pastry. Has anyone made a pie recently besides Zoe? If you, of people that have made pies, what would you say is the most common pie that you have made? Apple pie, perhaps? Pumpkin pie? Pizza pie? Lemon meringue pie? Anyone ever have that? Lemon? It's pretty good. Handmade pastry dough is a royal pain to make for literally no benefit. Unless you have dietary restrictions. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it. I made a lot of apple pies when I had an apple tree. Had so many apples. Apple pie. I feel like I haven't had an apple pie in a long time. It's been forever. Main difference is that streusel cake has a bottom and a top crumble. I'm gonna have to look this up. I feel like I've heard the term crumble before. I never really knew. Crumble food. It's a dessert with a crumbly topping. Oh look, rhubarb. Apple and rhubarb are two popular varieties. Savory fillings such as meat, cheese, or vegetables may also be used. Apple crumble. Streusel topping. Oh wait, I feel like I've had these. Place of origin, England. I guess that explains it then. Liquid cake is presumably from England, due to linking in amazon.co.uk link. Isn't pastry dough super layered? I don't know. I don't really know things. Crumble recipes. Yeah, all of these are like from England. The BBC, good food. Crumble recipes, blueberry crumble, peach crumble. It's like a... Yeah, The Guardian. Isn't The Guardian also like a UK thing? I know. Doxed. No, we already know. I feel like I already knew this. Just because you know someone's general place of residence isn't really doxing. You're like, yeah, this person lives in the United States. Dox? I can't believe it. They've been doxed. This person lives at this address. Now that's doxing. I guess it also depends on the individual. Some people don't even want their country to be known. I feel like that's a bit extreme though. But I guess, you know, maybe for some VTubers, it's like immersion breaking. Don't generally keep my location that secret. I try to protect myself from swatting by just trying to be nice. Would someone swat you? Are you a streamer? Is this one of those cases where, like, someone in my chat is a streamer and I just didn't know until now? Welcome, Kari Banko. Because I feel like that happens. Every once in a while, I'll just be like, wait a second. This person streams? Welcome, Nanodan. You've done 3 streams? Okay, well, if you're not actively doing it, then maybe not. When the alien VTuber actually lives in England. England? What the heck, man? I feel so betrayed. Telling me this person doesn't actually live in an alternate reality? You're telling me this person is not a real computer program on the internet? They're not a computer virus. You're telling me they live in the US? England? It's hacked up, man. You're telling me Essie Land is not real? That it's simply code word for some other country on Earth? Messed up. Anyway, that's how things go. That's how things go. Welcome, Loki. Speaking of England, Loki. Loki location doxed. England resident. UK. The kingdom that is united. We're fishing. Anyone fishing right now? Any fishers out there? You're from New England? No, that's me. I'm from New England. Is New York part of New England? I don't know. Where is New England? It's like Pennsylvania, right? Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Delaware. I guess, is New York not part of... It's not, right? It's not part of New England? I don't know. I was thinking hiding where you live is kind of extreme, but I just realized I do. Do you hide where you live? Do you not live in Brazil? Or Portugal? I don't know. One of those regions. I know some streamers who claim they deliberately set their computer to a different time zone to make their location harder to find. It's a bit extreme. I remember when Hololive EN first released, or like when they first debuted, they were like very secretive about like even their time zone that they lived in. Like, oh man, it was like big news when they were like, yo, this person, based on this person's information that we've seen on their stream, obviously they live on the East Coast. Also, thank you, Mint, for the 21 years. Wow, 21 years? That's like, it's like old enough to drink in the US. Cole says, I'm fishing right now for build breaks and catching a lot. What are you fishing in? What's he doing? You're Brazilian, but moved a few years ago. I see. See, here I was thinking you were still in Brazil. I simply don't know. Now I don't even know. Vermont, Connecticut, and Massachusetts, and everything to the right. That's New England. If there's New England, what about Old England, huh? Whatever happened to Old England? If there's New Mexico, what happened to Old Mexico? I don't know if that's silly. You probably also don't want to talk about storms and stuff. That's too easy to check. Yeah, that I feel like sometimes people sometimes people are like, yo, there's a storm nearby, and then I'm like, well, okay, you can just look up like places where it's storming and you'll know. But also it's kind of obvious though, right? Because like, if you're streaming and someone hears a thunderstorm, you're like, okay, well, there it is. You can't hide that, I guess. I guess you could, I don't know. Yeah, you could just always have storm sounds playing. And CMake, I had to use CMake the other day. I still don't understand how it works. I've never understood. Car Punko says, I do talk about Brazil too much. Do you, though? Is that true? We always have storm sounds playing. Yeah, always, just constantly have storm sounds playing. just make up weather conditions. Be like, oh man, it's snowing over here. And it's not. Yeah, yo, it's snowing. Looking at the radar. I think there probably are, like, people that pay attention to that kind of stuff. Yeah, GeoGuessr with sound. It's like, wait a second, okay. So this thunderstorm, there was like a loud thunder 2 seconds ago. And given this location, we can infer, based on the stream delay, that their distance from the storm is 2 miles. And we look at the historical data of when the sounds happened. Let's see, I watched a stream last night in which audible grape-sized hailstones started coming down and hitting the windows. What? I guess that would be hard to hide. I don't know. But like, I feel like there probably are like of the people that watch the big corporate VTubers, there probably are people that pay attention to like all the mentions of weather, and they're like, okay, they talked about rain on this day, they talked about snow on this day, they talked about a storm on this day, we're gonna correlate this, we'll find the exact state they live in, etc. I began to understand CMake the moment I figured that it maps to compiler commands. I had to use CMake and I was like, it generates a make file. But it, like, I don't know how it works. Have I ever used windy.com? I have never heard of this website. I'm thankful my state is as big as a country, so I'm not afraid of California. Like, good luck finding someone in California. It's huge. Parasocial Andy's be like, yeah, imagine being parasocial. Haha, couldn't be me. I would never be parasocial. Someone did find Iron Mouse's identity / address based on stuff she said on stream. They used it to tell her to be careful. That's concerning. I mean, I'm sure if someone really wanted to find my location, there's probably like enough info out there. You know my general zip code based on Google showing it every time I search for something. It's probably stuff I've mentioned in the past. It's like, hey, this is specific to this part of New York. I don't know. There's some pretty crazy viewers. You've seen some people graphing the time people spend going to the toilet. I know some streamers who do that, like on their own. They intentionally were like, hey, what's your time today? It took 21 seconds or whatever. Streamers do talk about that. Although I guess it is different if the chat is graphing it. Now that's a bit weird. It's shockingly mild compared to the other things people track in spreadsheets. What are some things that are concerning about them? What are some things that people track in spreadsheets? Maybe I don't want to know. It is better that I don't know. Wolfie location. Triangulate the location. Do I really want to... Okay, based on your lack of wanting to tell us, I feel like maybe I don't want to know. It's a woman thing. Okay, maybe I don't want to know. There's some things you simply don't really want to know. I'm currently on a lake. Yeah, a lake right now. Remember that stream where you told us your exact lat long coordinates? Yeah. Exactly. Right, it's right here. Latitude 123. Longitude 456. I saw this funny recommended tweet the other day that was like, I think some VTuber was like, hey, this person who's been sending me hate mail, this is your IP address. I know your IP address. I know you use Opera browser on Windows 11 or whatever. And then like someone looked up the IP address and it was like a VPN. So I was like, I don't know, this person was trying to sound tough, like, hey, I know your IP address, but I don't know, you don't actually know your IP address. I don't know why I thought about that. Classic thing. No, but it was like its own thing. Classic thing. Oh yeah, that thing. No, yeah, I remember that. I remember, yeah, like back in the day, if you were on a forum, you could just like embed arbitrary content from like other websites. If you think about like what a security vulnerability that was, it's like, it's crazy. Nowadays, everything goes through like individual websites, CDN. What did they expect? I don't know. Shivan Panic says, saw a always masked VTuber's face on a badge in a photo at a con on someone else's Twitter. I think years ago I saw Too Mad forgot to censor an address label. I don't know who that is. Chocojack said they had a spreadsheet. A viewer spreadsheet. Found your IP. What did they expect to be on the end of an IP? A web server. I don't know. Knowing someone's IP, especially if they're using a VPN, is like not really a big deal. I don't know. Maybe in some cases it is. Someone posted their social security number on Twitter? How did that happen? It's wild. But also, it's kind of wacky that social security numbers are like treated as some kind of secret. When... I don't know. Like, it wasn't... I think it like wasn't meant to be... I feel like we talked about this before on this stream. The fact that social security numbers are like used for identification and like treated as a secret, even though it's just like not really supposed to be for that. They always joke about it. Well, it's like tied to like your credit card and like your banking information, like all sorts of like information uses your social security number as like a secret. Whereas like it's just supposed to be like a number to identify you. Yeah, it's like you could also reverse engineer it in some cases. I don't know. Pirate Software snuck into your YouTube recommended, talked about a story about finding a misbehaving chatter's identity. Turns out they were 16. How did he know? How did he find out their identity? Did they just look at their chat history on other channels? Yeah, they're so insecure. Social security number. That number is not even secure. Social insecurity, more like. First 3 digits are what state you're in exactly. Everyone, post your favorite social security number right now. No, don't actually do it. But hypothetically, if you could do it, what would your favorite number be? National insurance numbers are equivalent in the UK. Basically, all you can do is increase someone's pension by paying into it. Exactly. It's just how things are. 1-800. Yo, thank you, Grave Weaver. Hey, that's the Final Fantasy 14 player that Chocodex plays with, right? Great. Shout out Grave. I knew it. There's Chocodex. Shout out Grave _ Weaver. You were streaming. That's not Final Fantasy. What the frick? I was so lied to. I thought you were playing Final Fantasy 14. You were playing Baldur's Gate. Hope you had a good stream. I don't really know what happens in that game, but hopefully you balded many gates. Hopefully those gates were as bald as the title indicates they are. Welcome Zammy. Welcome Chocodex. Who was already here, by the way. I should not have welcomed you again. Getting double welcomed. Messed up. We're talking about social security numbers. Everyone is just giving us their favorite social security number. And then we can judge them. It goes in the spreadsheet. Let's see, I did once get a phone call from someone who said, your national insurance number has been compromised and you'll be arrested in 30 minutes. They refused to tell me if anyone actually fell for it. I'm sure, like, some people did. You know, scammers, they do target old people. They're more likely to fall for scams. A welcome economy. I almost have enough points for the secret redeem. It doesn't exist. Keep talking about this secret redeem. It's not even real. Wait, what the? Suggest something to draw. It's not even available. Modify an emote. Anyone modifying emotes right now? Anyway. That's how things are. VTubers out there doxing themselves. You know, like a lot of VTubers, they're like really careful to not even show their hands. People be wearing gloves and all that. Which I guess is reasonable. Imagine being identified by your hand, though. Like, if you have fans that are so avid that they're like, they go out in public and they're like, wait a second, this person's hand looks exactly like this other VTuber's hand. I guess sometimes, I guess if you have like notable marks on your hand, I guess that could be a thing. But I don't know. It feels kind of unlikely. Yeah, triangulating the moles. Hands are too obscene to show. Can't show that on stream. You'll get banned. Keep getting new cuts on your hand? What? Also, welcome Yurga. Triangulating the Google Maps reflected off your glasses. You will never find it. Thank you, Headless, for the 26 years. I feel exposed when I show hands. I guess, like, I mean, it is like one additional piece of info that people could use to find you, which is valid, that you want to hide it. But I think, like, I don't know. it makes sense, and it's also kind of silly. Right controller is not connected. Okay, my right controller has perhaps run out of battery. No, it's back. Okay, we're back. Nope, it's gone. Nope, it's back and it's gone. I do it anyway, but I recognize myself in my hand, so it feels weird. I guess that makes sense, like, for me as well. Like, if I saw a photo of my own hands, I'd be like, hey, that kind of looks like my hand. But if it was just some random other person, I don't know. I guess, you know, but you never know. There's some weirdos out there. There definitely will be people that are like, I can use this hand to find them. What if there's someone that's like a famous hand model? Like, you know those like Apple commercials that have like, you know, just a hand model like holding a phone or something? You think like they get their hands recognized? You think they ever go in public and someone's like, wait, whoa, you're the Apple hand guy. I recognize your commercial. And then they become a VTuber, and then, you know, they don't use gloves on their hand cam streams, and someone's like, wait a second. You were the hand model from the Apple commercials. Whoa. Apply hand makeup. No. Of 8 billion people, you have seen your hands the most. Are there 8 billion people now in the world? Last I remembered, it was like 7 billion. We're already up to 8. Wow. They make 200k a year going to hand photo shoots? It's wacky. That's a lot of money. Rope another person to be your hands to throw them off every once in a while. Yeah, you could just hire a hand actor. You think there's a VTuber that has done that? A VTuber that, like, has done a hand cam stream, but instead of it being their hand, they hired like a professional hand model. Just to make people think that their hands are like really pretty, you know? You'll be like, oh man, I can't show my real hands. They have such high expectations. I gotta hire a professional to show up on camera. You know. Machine learning models can't generate hands. They can, they just don't look good. So that's the difference. There's at least 2 people. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that there's not just one person and we're all just the same person? Have you ever heard that theory? That's like, what if like reincarnation was real, except instead of you becoming another thing, you just become someone else that has already existed or will exist, and then everyone's just the same person? Right? Once you die, you reincarnate as someone from the past, and then once that person dies, you reincarnate as someone from 1700s, and then later you reincarnate as someone from like, 2037 or whatever. What about twins? Yeah, but it's not at the same time. We think of time as this linear thing, but maybe when you die, you reincarnate back in time. And then like everyone who has ever existed and will ever exist is simply just the same person. Exactly. Cole says, I'm Pomu. Are you really though? Aren't we all just Pomu? If there was only one person in the world, we could never change light bulbs. Yeah. How many people does it take to change a light bulb? Several. At least one. I saw that short film. Was that a short film? I feel like that's a common concept, right? It's probably been explored many times. I can't believe you are a remarkably realistic hallucination that'll end once I wake from this coma. Yo, who's in a coma right now? Anyone out there in a coma at this moment? Me. Literally me. Primer? Yeah, that was a movie. I've never seen it. I've heard it was very complicated. 31 million views on this YouTube video. The Egg. Oh, this is that guy. This Kurzgesagt. I've seen some of their videos. 31 million? Their videos are like very high quality. I wonder how long it takes to make one of those. Yeah, they're really polished. Is it like a whole large team? It probably is, right? Probably dozens of people working on these. As a team. What if it was just one guy? Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be impressive. Anyway, I guess we should go into night mode. It is about that time. What if it's you? Yeah, one guy that has reincarnated many times. Welcome Retro Jan. Welcome Chaos Ryan. Their hype died in favor of shorter, lower quality YouTube drama documentaries. What? I don't know. I don't really watch their videos, so I don't know. I've watched one. I've watched a VTuber react to one of their videos, at least. That's probably a very common channel for, like, people to react to, right? I feel like of the people that I've seen react to videos on stream, I feel like most of it, the most common one is probably Dancing Bacon. And, what do you think is the next... What do you think is in the top 5 of videos that people react to on stream? Dancing Bacon's gotta be up there. Kurzgesagt's probably there. I think I've seen people react to internet historian videos before. Didn't that person get canceled for plagiarism? I don't know. The Egg video is based on a short story published in 2009. I see. How do you turn off night mode? You just enter night mode again. You just put on the night thing a second time. Egg, get your egg here. Egg, yo, Northern Line reference. Did you all know Northern Line has been popping off recently? He's been having many clips go viral. And now people actually know who he is. Thank you, you're my fish senpai. I keep asking you fish questions. Have you streamed this game like another time? I remember seeing you play this game like once or twice. but I don't think I've seen it ever since then. Who is he? He's a lion from the north. He's the guy that says, okay, okay, let's kill this guy. Let's kill this guy with hammers. Yeah, that's exactly. Classic. That's the hammers guy. But I know him as the Isaac guy. Alright, I misquoted him, I'm sorry. Let's beat him to death. And then he's always like, you know, he's making other things. You can replace the phrases with anything. It's like, okay, okay, let's cherish this guy. Let's cherish this guy with hopes and ambitions. You know. Okay, okay. The egg mod. I did last month, but I'm getting motion sick quick. I need to get used to it again. Yeah, I feel like I'm not as good with VR as I used to be. Something about it. Just... I don't know. It's still fun. But definitely after like 2.5 hours, 3 hours-ish. Slightly uncomfortable. Cherish this guy. Let's cherish this guy. You could replace the words with anything. You could do a Mad Libs. Anyone remember Mad Libs? Do those still exist? Are they still making Mad Libs? You just name some nouns, name some verbs. Yeah, Mad Libs. Just be like, okay, name a noun. Okay, give me a verb. Give me an adjective. And then you fill that out, and then you read it, and it's like a funny sentence. Be like, okay, give us a verb. And then someone says push, and then you're like, okay, push. Okay, give me a noun. Fish. Okay, now that's a fish, yep. And then give me another noun, and then you're like, okay, and then they read the sentence, and it's like, okay, okay, let's push this fish. Let's push this fish with, I don't know, another noun, you know? Classic Mad Libs moment. Did you not grow up with Mad Libs? Does anyone not remember Mad Libs? I remember. It used to be so funny. You'd make sentences and then you'd be like, haha, that sentence makes no sense. It's funny because it makes no sense. Wow, that you can't push the fish. That's invalid. Yeah. But now it's fallen out of favor. What's the new hit thing that people do for fun nowadays? We don't even know. Oh, did you all see that LinkedIn is trying to get in on the daily games thing? Kind of like how, you know how the New York Times has like connections and Wordle and all that? I read an article that was like LinkedIn is trying to make its own daily games platform. And they want to integrate it with the social media part of LinkedIn. So like, you play the games and then you can share it to people on your LinkedIn profile, and you can see like, they'll have like leaderboards of like school rankings and workplace rankings, and I'm like, that's stupid. People don't play these games to be social. I wonder how many people like pay for New York Times after seeing their daily games. Does it actually... I guess it's probably a non-zero amount. But like, I don't know. Just, like, are people buying subscriptions to the New York Times newspaper because they like the games? I don't know. Welcome, Daisuke. Some do play via the social aspect. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When people did play Wordle, they would post their score. Or their grid, or whatever it's called. But it's like, I don't know, they choose to do it on separate platforms. Yeah, on LinkedIn. You're like, yeah, you only hire the highest ranking gamers. You do pay for a newspaper for the puzzles. Which one? But yeah, imagine like you're looking for a job on LinkedIn and it's like you posted your scores on there and someone's just like, wait, this person spends all his time on LinkedIn. Hey, hold on. This one time you posted your score on this LinkedIn game, it was during work hours. Can you explain this? And you're like, no, I was on vacation. And it's like, no, you've been doing this like every week. Literally every day for like 5 months. You're like, no, I was on a 5-month vacation. Oh, no, that's fine. The Times of London, I see. No, I was on my lunch break. That's just how it is. Hold on, let's read... Okay, let's read this article. Let's read this article with our eyes. LinkedIn Games. Welcome, Calfriend. See, LinkedIn Games, what do they got? Pinpoint, Queens, Cross Climb. Yeah, what's your Wordle score? Okay, let's try playing some LinkedIn games. Pinpoint. Oh, you gotta... Okay, you know what? Never mind. You have to sign... They don't let you play when you're not logged in, then that's enough. I'm not playing this. They've already lost the appeal. Okay, imagine if you had to sign up for a New York Times account to play Connections. That no one would play that. They've already messed up. See, I wanted to play their games, and they have a sign-up wall that I'm not doing. It really says a lot about society. Find the fake certification. Man. What are they doing? Has LinkedIn even been relevant? Are people AI generating LinkedIn posts? Just like, okay, give me some engagement bait LinkedIn posts. It's like, hey, here's 5 ways to become a successful CEO. Wake up at 5 a.m. Eat granola. Eat yogurt. Do meditation. Have a father that gave you $100 million. Simple. So I only started paying because we used to do crosswords at lunch on real paper. Then COVID ruined it, but I was addicted. I feel like doing crosswords on real paper sounds really stressful. It's like, you gotta erase things. You don't really know what the answer is until like the next day. I guess you could check online. Never mind. So much more convenient on the phone. Not on the phone, on the desktop. Granola. Your Times crossword is pretty good. Yeah. It's definitely harder than the LA Times one. When I used to do Sudoku on paper, erasing and rewriting hint numbers would rip through the paper. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you like made enough mistakes on a crossword on physical paper, sometimes it becomes unrecoverable. Doing it as a group means you learn to write upside down. Oh, you were doing like physically like on the same piece of paper at the same table. I thought you each had your own newspaper. And you were like, oh, what do you think about 11 across? Or whatever. Is like physically the same. Yeah, Connections is really good. Strands. I feel like Strands is like hard. For me at least. I just don't know the strat. I did literally every single archive Connections on stream over a week. It's 200. Yeah. It really makes you think. Some of them, they're like, they're like, how could I possibly have known this? So obscure. But I feel like after you play it enough, you kind of like get a gist. You're like, okay, this thing is you know, a suffix of some word. This is a thing where like you look at the first letter. This one is like if you add like another word at the end, it becomes a thing. Also, we got shooting stars. Look at this. One of those rare moments. Connections Plus. I see. Yeah, that's the one with 16 words and 4 categories. I do tend to play them on these fishing streams. And I probably will, in a few minutes. Wolfie Variety Stream. He does all the connections. No, it's too many. I think the one thing I don't like about connections, though, is that if you fail, like, you get 4 tries, right? Or 3 or something. I wish it was like, if you got it wrong 3 or 4 times, it didn't automatically show the answer. If you could choose to be like, just let me keep trying, right? Because like I feel like there are some times when I'm like, okay, I'm like pretty close. I could definitely get this if I had like one more try. But then it's like, nope, you got it wrong. Suddenly, we're just gonna show you everything. They should make that optional. Did not get today's connections. Well, then I probably won't get it. Maybe. Maybe I will get it. But you know, daily games, that's the new meta. Every website that tries to go viral, they should make a new game and just get all the players. I get chat to help. Yeah, but I feel like with connections, usually I like doing it on my own. With the Strands one, I'm fine with help because I'm generally pretty bad. Also, Game Duel Guess, I do tend to get chat's help on that because I don't know that many games. Octortle, I don't know. Anyway, let me hydrate. It is 7 p.m. Alright, I've hydrated. Have returned from the land of hydration. Yeah, let's hydrate this guy. Okay. Let's drink this water. Let's drink this water with, I don't know, with a straw. I don't use a straw. I don't remember the last time I've used a straw. Do you all remember the last time you used a straw? I feel like for me, it must have been like at least 5 years. Maybe even 10 years. Gave up when they became paper. I've still never seen a paper straw. I've never had to use one because I'm not often in a situation where like I even use a straw. Yeah, drinking straw. Bottles. Yesterday, a couple hours ago? What the? What, you were drinking soda? Coffee? Oh yeah, I guess, oh yeah, it's straw. Okay, straws are used for milk tea / boba. When was the last time I had that, though? It's been a while. It's definitely pre-pandemic. So at least 4 years. Can you believe this? That pandemic, 2020, was 4 years ago. Metal straw for coffee. Sometimes the restaurants I go to still give straws. Plastic straws. Boba. Here's a straw for smoothies. This is unsettling. What is unsettling? Straws? The existence of straws? I always get a boba smoothie at this one fried chicken place I go to. There's some boba places that sell like Taiwanese fried chicken. It's pretty good. There's my boba flavor of choice. I don't actually like boba. Or I feel like I like milk tea. I don't like getting the actual boba. Cause like when I'm drinking something, I just want to drink something. I don't want to like chew on something, you know? Does anyone understand this? It's just me. Maybe it's just me. But I've gone to places. I've ordered it without the tapioca. Your boyfriend is the same way. Exactly. He understands. I feel like the few places I've been, few times I've been to a boba place though, got like green tea with milk, green milk tea or whatever. But I got it without the boba. You chew gum all the time. Boba is just gum but sweeter. Yeah, but you can't swallow gum. I mean, I guess you can, but you're not supposed to. But you are supposed to swallow boba. Pudding. They have pudding boba? I've never seen that. Isn't boba overrated? That's what I'm saying. I like milk tea though. I would say it's good. Your milk tea comes with straws? It does. Wait, no, it depends. No, it does. It does. But I haven't had store-bought milk tea in a long time. I just make it at home. You just get milk and you get tea. And then you just mix them. And it's good enough. Red bean. They're putting boba in the pudding? What? Has science gone too far? You know, it's hot. Normally it doesn't have straws. Yeah, I feel like boba's usually cold though. But yeah, some places you order milk tea and it's like, it's hot. And it's also good. Thoughts on grass jelly? I think it's good. I've never had it from a store though. Like I'm assuming boba places sell that. I've never had it from there. I've had it in a can though, I think. Yeah, grass jelly. It's real. It's a real thing. You're telling me they made jelly out of grass? Yeah, this stuff. I've had it. I've had it in like this, a can. It's like this. Grass jelly liquid form. Grass jelly powder form. Grass jelly powder mix. Oh, is this how people usually have it? They put this in milk tea? Sometimes they sell at stores. I mostly consume from can. Haven't a while. I should get some. You've never seen this. I've seen this. I haven't had it in a drink though. I've had it like you would eat it with a spoon. What's that even made of? Yeah, what is it made? Is it made of grass? What is grass jelly made of? It's made by boiling the aged and slightly oxidized stalks and leaves of the Platystoma palustra. What is that? I don't know what that is. Platystoma palustra? What is that? It's a plant. commonly known as Chinese Misona. It's a species of plant belonging to the genus Platystoma of the mint family. Yo, mint is related to mint. One of the mint that was in this chat. Or the other mint, several mints. Could be Mint Castella, it could be Mint Phantom. Could be a third mint. Let's see, I recall my local boba shop had some. It was all thickly sliced and slurped up from a straw. It is pretty slurpable though. Real mint. Platystoma palustra. Look at all its names. It's got so many names. Cut grass jelly. Indonesian beverage made from this. Slurping jello. When was the last time you all had jello? I don't even remember. I don't even know the last time I had jello. Man. What occasion would you even have jello nowadays? Are people out there, they're just like, you know what I feel like having? Some jello. Anyone ever get those jello cravings? Not me. I've never had a jello craving. Remember, yeah, in like the 1950s or something, didn't they like, yeah, they made like freaking, they put everything in jello. Isn't that messed up? What were they thinking? Lime jello? Yo, Lime, isn't that a VTuber? Tell me Lime has her own jello flavor? When you're sick. Is this a thing you eat when you're sick? Jello? School lunch days. I don't know if I ever had jello at school lunch. I make jello with my nieces and nephews. What? Jello shots? I guess this is a thing. With people that drink alcohol. Anyone do jello shots? Is that a thing? Mormonism? Jello is especially popular among Mormons. So much that the Mormon corridor region is nicknamed the Jello Belt. Huh? Is this a known thing? Or is it known that Mormons enjoy Jello? Why is that? What causes this? He told the assembly that he believes the reason people in Utah love Jello is that the snack is perfect for families and the people of Utah are all about family. Interesting. Jello, how's it going? Maybe you should make Jello shots? Why would you shoot the Jello? Got a really awful but cheap vodka, may as well turn it into something sweeter. Jello shots? It sounds like a made. Yeah, family. Okay. Fast and Furious. Yeah, that was a meme. Nothing's more important than family. I know there's some special Jellos for Beatles. What? Do they not enjoy the regular Jello? Beatles think they're so special they need their own Beatle Jello? Do you think the Beatles enjoyed Jello? The band known as the Beatles? Or do they hate it? Hercules Beatles? Wait, really? Hercules Beatles Jello? Do Beatles like Jello? Huh? Why is this? Is this a known thing? Feeding beetle jelly? Using Jello? Someone spelled Jello with a W? That's kind of funny. Jelly info. Beetle jelly does not contain any beetle or insect parts. It is made for beetles, not made with beetles. That's like turtle chips. Anyone have turtle chips? It's not even made of turtles. It's not even for turtles. Why do they call it turtle chips? Is it just because their mascot is a turtle? What's the deal? Has Utah some Mormon dystopia? I just don't know. Mother? The video game series Mother? Crunchy. Oh, I was like, wait, what? Marketing purposes? Mother? It's crunchy like a turtle. Are turtles crunchy? Has anyone ever eaten a turtle? Turtle soup, is that a thing? It's probably. Hey, there's a Tumblr post. Do you think people could eat beetle jelly? What is that? What is beetle jelly? Beetle jelly can be stored neatly at home without going bad in a very short time. Beetle eating jello, 27.3 million views. Discover videos related to beetle eating jello on TikTok. See more videos about beetle juice eating. Beetle jelly. People eating beetle? What? Do beetles like jello? Reddit. Can humans eat beetle jelly? Beetle jelly, $30. Beetle jelly is a fruit-based food, which originated in Japan. Oh, it's jelly, not jello. I guess jello, jelly, they're similar. Jelly. What about gels A through D? Jell-O. What about the others? Yeah, gelatin. Yeah, jello. I was just talking about that. Someone spelled jello with a W. I think that's funny. It's like yellow, except with a J. Anyway, we could read the news. What's going on in the news? We haven't checked the news recently. News. We always look for VTuber news on Google News. A bunch of news. A bunch of news out here. Earth Defense Force. Evil God Korone gets a surprise release on the Switch. Anime girl English teacher Ellen Sensei becomes VTuber and NFT. Do you all remember this? Do you all remember Ellen from the hit Japanese English textbook? Well, she's a VTuber now and is promoting NFTs or something. Apparently that's a thing that happened. Imagine becoming an NFT. Cringe. New VTuber anime looks hilarious in first trailer. VTuber Holo from Spice and Wolf. It's a VTuber. EDF Hololive. 7-Eleven will hold the Nijisanji VTuber campaign. VShoujo VTuber Michi Mochivi discuss her past tax problem. Idol announces Spanish VTuber generation Eternal S. Alright. That's some news. VTubers. Well, that's all there is about VTubers. Eternal ES. No, it's Eternal S. Niji taxes are freaking wild. Are they? Did they just not do the 20% tax withholding? Did they just withhold 20% taxes and they didn't do like the line thing that I had to do? All those tax forms I have to fill out for getting paid by Line Corporation without withholding taxes. Eternal SECH? What? They were like, we take money from you to pay taxes. She got slapped by the IRS because those taxes were deducted were their own. Yeah. I mean, like, when I get a commission request from a Japanese company, they do withhold 20% for Japanese taxes. Unless I filled out the US tax-free withholding form thing. I don't know. That's how it is. They normally don't ask for it. They just assume that you're not willing to do that paperwork. And it is true. It is a lot of effort to do it. You gotta like fill out forms. You gotta like fax things. It's kind of annoying. But also 20% is like, it's quite a bit. Anyway, what else is going on? Any other cool news? Rat news. What's going on in the world of rats? It's always about anti-rat stuff. Messed up. Frankenstein mice with brain cells from rats are raised in the lab. What? Rat neurons repair mouse brains that lack a sense of smell. What happens if your airplane loses power? Out pops the rat. What do they mean by this? Mouse-rat hybrid has neurons of both species in its brain. Did they combine a mouse and a rat? Did they make a mouse hat? A mouse hat? Yo, anyone have a mouse hat? Interesting news out here. Hey, Chicago's infamous sidewalk rat hole was removed 6 days ago. They removed the infamous Chicago rat hole. Why? Kidney transplanted from one rat fetus to another in world first. Ex-Mets first baseman who's afraid of rats returns to the site of freakout. What? Anyway, there's a lot of news out there. Rat neuron injection lets mice that can't smell sniff out cookies. Rats. Anyone seen a rat recently? Any rats out there? Alright, I think it's time to play some daily games. Let's play Connections. It is that time of day. Hopefully not. You're hoping people have not seen rats. I think rats are cool. Okay, hold on. Let me stand up. Have the screen out here. Okay. Alright, Connections, everyone. You have not seen a rat in so long. I saw one this month. No, actually, this month just started. Never mind, I have not seen one this month. I did see one in April, though. I think I saw 4 of them in April. Okay, this is Connections time. Animal. Animal, plane, window. Plane, pocket, solid, file, to file your taxes, to plane your taxes, to animal your taxes, file, supreme button. Supreme. A brand. Supreme ruler. Plain. This one's kind of hard. Solidus. Plain. Supreme. Solid. Line, point, fly. Fly. File. View. View. To look at. Point. To point something out. When you see a thing, you view it. Sometimes you point at it. Door. What about door hinge? Door hinge, button hinge, solid hinge, button, fly, pocket, and rivet. What does that mean? What's the connection? Pants, parts of pants. Fly. Oh yeah, the fly of a pants button. Pocket. Pockets do be part of pants. Rivet. What is a rivet? From a pants perspective. A pair of jeans. Okay. Window. Okay, hold on. Window could be like, you know, like a looking into the past, history. View. This is like different temporal things. Point. Plane. Plane. Point. Wait, hold on. Point, line. Hold on. Point, line, plane. And these are like dimensions. A point is one-dimensional. A line is two-dimensional. A plane is three-dimensional. The fourth dimension could be history. Or a view. It could be history. It could be view. One away. Okay, maybe it's perhaps it is view. It is not. What if it's a window? Oh no, this is it's not it. What the frick could this be? Solid? File? Solid? Hold on, this is my last guess though. This is what I don't like about the New York Times connections. I want to have more guesses. I would like to have time to figure out the puzzle, so I'm gonna go into incognito. So we've determined it is fly, rivet, button, pocket. Okay, so the next one. Point, plane, line. Would it be solid? I guess it is solid. Objects in 0, 1, 2, and 3-dimensional space. Solid. 0-dimensional? I guess a point is 0-dimensional. Oh yeah, that is true. Okay. Well. Wait, did I not go into incognito mode? It's private browser. Oh shoot, wait. Did I guess on the wrong thing? Do I have two of these windows open? Whoops. Okay, let's do this in the incognito window. We have more guesses. History, a window, door. Hold on. Door, window. Oh, these are, hold on. These are things that are in, these are like computer things, right? A window, a file, your browser window, browser file, browser view, web browser menus, okay. Okay, I would have gotten this even without this. Okay, so window, history, file view. What's the last one? Kinkador Supreme Animal? Member of a 60s band? What? Supreme? What did they mean by this? I don't understand. Okay, let's do the mini crossword. The small crossword. Did I choose to create an account? Sorry, play without an account. Okay, so in modern slang, mid. It's gotta be mid. Section of a window. I don't know. Ambiguous RSVP, maybe. You're blank and you didn't even know it. A poet. 7. 10 are needed for a first down. Some kind of sports thing. I don't know. Points? It's probably not point. What if it wasn't point? What could it be? 1 down. City Hall VIP. Mayor. 2 down. Under the covers. In bed. 3 down. Specifics informally. Deets. Details. 4 down. Papa John's. Yards. 104. 10 yards. Bid. Isn't this membership $24 a month? For what? The New York Times? Window pane. Section of, oh yeah, pane. Okay, let's do the, what was that game called? Strands? Strands. Here's do the New York Games sub. What's that? Are you subscribed to the New York Times Games? Okay, what do we got here? A token of our appreciation. It's gotta be, it's gotta be, pin. It's gotta be, no. It's gotta be Neo. It's gotta be... Ryle. That's a word. Rower. That's a word. Powari. Gratitude. Can't spell gratitude. A token of our appreciation. Money. Moneo. Hot Wheels. Wait, Hot Wheel? That's an actual... Hold on, wheel is there, though. Iron? A token? Like a coin? Like a physical token? Copper? You think copper's on here? Metal, perhaps? Barrow? Where's barrow? Oh, it's literally right there. But that's not one of the words. Bar. Bart. Bath. Wop. Wope. Wait, that's a word? Oh, wop. Wop is a word. Ship. Token of our appreciation. Ship? How is that related? Carry. Something area. Apothecary. Is that on here? Arrow. There's barrow. The single G. And what is there? Where the single G is? G. Grape. Gran. So gran is a thimble. Well, barrow is there. A wheel. It's got to be wheelbarrow. It's not just barrow. It's a wheelbarrow. Okay. Monopoly. Monopoly. Spangram. Oh, are these Monopoly pieces? Oh, they got the wheelbarrow. They got the iron car. What is it? Anyone know? What's the other pieces? Something car. Car. Care car. Care. In penguin. Okay, then what is this one? Oh, race car. Race car. It's hard. That one. I feel like all the Strands games are tricky. I never truly understand what I'm doing. Anyway. Those are all the games we typically play on Wednesdays. I guess we could do the other ones. Didn't know Penguin was a piece. I also didn't know. Thimble. I got a hat. We could do Guess the Game. There's a fantasy spangram. Grand Blue Fantasy. Alright, what game is this? This one? I don't know. Oh, is this Elite Beat Agents? Or Owen Dawn or something. One of these. I got it. I got it. How could someone have gotten it from this, though? They look at this banana. Yo, is that Osu? Yeah, definitely would have gotten it from this one if I didn't get it from this. I feel like if you don't get it from this, you definitely do not know it. Elite Beat Agents. Okay, let's do Game Duel. Game Duel Classic. I don't know. That's a woolly mammoth of some kind. I don't know what game. Is this Turok? Is that a game that has... these things. Do you guess the Japanese title? Oendon. Osu. Far Cry. Far Cry. Something that ends with L. Primal. Far Cry Primal. I honestly don't really know what Far Cry is. What is Far Cry? Is it a game where you're like in a rainforest with a gun? No, I guess it is. Far Cry New Dawn. Far Cry, although I don't know Far Cry, but I've seen this guy. Who is this guy? Okay, next thing, game doll artwork. Don't know what this is. I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is not Shovel Knight, right? It's definitely not Shovel Knight. I don't know what this is. Far Cry, I think, is quite near. Tiny Rogues. Alright. Okay, here's a game. Anime Egypt Exodia Fusion? It's gotta be Yu-Gi-Oh! But which one? Master Duel? Another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? I got it. Game title, definitely not Shovel Knight. Anyone ever play Shovel Knight? Classic game. Game that is classic but also not classic. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, we have Shooting Stars. It is a rare occurrence. Not as rare as the Aurora Borealis, though. Now that thing is rare. I was so immersed in the VR that I thought I could rest my head on this thing. And I put my head here and was like, wait a second, this thing is not real. Shooting Stars, what have the stars ever done to you? They've done so many things. They've ruined everything. Shovel Knight is halfway to becoming a retro game this year. What's the criteria for being a retro game? When did Shovel Knight come out? Was that 20 years ago? No, 15 years ago, right? It's probably been 15 years. 20 years? Wait, was that... Did Shovel Knight come out 20 years ago? What the heck? 20 years ago? What console did Shovel Knight come out on? Originally. Or was it a PC game originally? It's one of the earliest PC indie games, right? Maybe. It was also on Wii, probably. I don't know. I've actually never played Shovel Knight. Can you believe that? I feel like if you were to mention Shovel Knight, everyone would know. They'd be like, oh yeah, I love that game. Not me. I've never even played it. Never even considered playing it. Came out 2014. His retro game when you were a kid. It was a PC game. Then 3DS and Wii U. Yeah, I knew it was a 3DS thing. Or like I was like, was it a 3DS thing or was it a DSi thing? It seems like it was 3DS. Anyway, I think it is about that time that I end my stream. I'll find out what day it is. May Day. Ace's Day. Blessing Day, CSS Reboot Day, Great American Grump Out, Global Love Day, International Doodle Dog Day, Labor Day Philippines, International Sunflower Guerrilla Gardening Day, Learn to Ride a Bike Day, Mother Goose Day, Chocolate Parfait Day, Purebred Dog Day, Loyalty Day, Rotate Your Beer Day, Skilled Trades Day, Save the Rhino Day, Phone in Sick Day, Worthy Wage Day. There's a lot of days today, huh? Of these days, I would say, yeah, Chocolate Parfait. Let's do that one. Always love to see a food-related day. National Chocolate Parfait Day Raid. And who's streaming? Choco Jax is streaming. Many people are streaming things. There's so many people out here. Is this a collab? This is a collab. Can't raid into a collab. Imagine raiding into a collab. Couldn't even imagine. Alright, let's see. Who do I raid today? What about Margot? She is not there. She is going to the bathroom. Can't possibly raid into a BRB screen. What about Yuzuki? I feel like every time I try to raid Yuzuki, she has follower only mode enabled. And then I'm like, I can't raid into someone that has follower only mode. Yeah, it's still the case. Hold on. I guess I could still raid. But that always feels weird, you know? It's always strange. Okay, what about... What about Nyaru? Dude once had a principal. Is this a collab? I don't know what this is. Alright, fine. Let's raid Yuzuki. If you are not following, you cannot post the raid message. Essie just started. I feel like I raided Essie recently. Anyway, whatever. If you can't post the raid message, that's fine. You could follow. You could choose not to follow. You could do whatever you want. Imagine starting. Is Hamflow not streaming today? Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will be... Oh yeah, it's his birthday. Well, happy birthday. He's playing Cave Story. Wait, I can't... He's not even streaming right now. I would raid into Hamflow, but he's not even streaming. Anyway, you can check out Hamflow's stream. I will be back on Friday with something. What am I playing on Friday? Picross. The usual Picross Friday. And then Saturday, we got various games. So yeah, that's it. Feel free to tune in Friday. Alright, the raid's going. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.